I love how somebody who gives management a full year's notice that he's leaving after his contract ended is the one that slimed his way out. Hey, here's a year's notice that I'm leaving.
How dare you? How was last night for you?
Last night was interesting. It was interesting for America.
Very much so.
It was interesting for humanity.
Are you talking about the Bronny James thing? Or
Good for him, too.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
What, Edie going ninth?
Edie, did he go ninth?
Yes,
Yeah, he did.
To Memphis.
Dude, I hadn't heard of any of the NBA players.
No, I mean,
Literally
They're from
none
France.
of
They're
them.
from France.
But even the ones in the United States, I'd never heard of.
We're really focused on the border around here. We need to be focused on all these 6'9" black guys coming out of France. How's that happening?
Are they black?
Yeah, they are.
Interesting.
that, and if we weren't doing the last show ever today, we'd be talking about Kyle Filipowski. I don't know if you guys have seen this
No,
whole
we
deal.
probably would.
I did see that
What
one.
do
You
do?
don't think so?
He's being groomed by
You
a
don't know-
Mormon, allegedly.
His Mormon girlfriend, who's 28 years old and was his babysitter,
It's a good story,
cut
honestly.
him off from the rest of his family. All that's come out within the last day.
He got drafted by the Jazz. I
And
figured
he
that
got
was in the
drafted
cards
by
at
the
any point.
Utah Jazz.
That's why it's great.
Really?
Yes, this is exactly the wheelhouse of this show. If it weren't the last
So
day.
she started dating him when he was in high school, correct? And she had already graduated
She had
college?
graduated Alabama, and she was at his prom, and there's pictures of it. But she was his babysitter when he was younger.
So he's the new Mel Hall.
But she cut him off from his family. Like she,
What's she look like?
you can make your judgments there. But
Do Kyle Filipowski and Zach Wilson hang out?
I'm not familiar with the answer to that.
Oh, we got to
no.
effort this. We got 57
Well,
minutes.
that's a
to figure this
bizarre
out.
Oh,
story.
it's bizarre. It's right up your alley. That's why I said.
Wow. The babysitter. He's like,
He
Mom,
went late,
Mom and
right?
Dad, you going out to dinner again?
Filipowski went later than projected, right?
I believe the first pick of the second round, so not a first rounder. Zach Edey, though, to your point, was.
Did you and Eric do a little post-debate YouTube thing last night?
No, we're doing one today. We did a little quick little videos just to jump on the trend. did okay.
You were trying to get the big bopper last night with a tweet. You had some good ones.
You know
but
what, though?
Brenden beat you out on one.
Well,
of them.
Oh, what was Brennan's?
the one about I didn't have sex with a porn star, or whatever he said.
Okay. Dude, here's what's
Shouldn't have
crazy.
said it.
Here's
Well,
what's crazy.
Yeah.
And I know Instagram's like this too. I didn't realize how funny Instagram was until I just started going over there.
Oh, yeah.
My wife sends me the reels that are just absolutely hilarious.
Yep.
The comedy intellect on YouTube is unmatched. Or excuse me, on Twitter.
It's good.
Like if you think of a joke, like in your mind you think of it. If you search it, 1,000 people have already done the joke better than you 7 hours before.
I know. They're on
It's
their
amazing.
game. Yeah, no, they're waiting.
They're really funny, and like the way they use memes and GIFs and pictures. I mean, we're talking about like high level smart.
That's why
comedy.
Twitter's never going to go away because, one, there's nothing better to look up breaking news.
Yes.
But also, if you're looking for commentary as you're watching a live event, there's nothing like
You know what else I noticed last night? There was a lot of people from all over, from sports guys to musicians to this, tweeting about the debate. Like you wouldn't think that many people would even watch it, but a lot of people were. A lot of people from all walks of life were watching and commenting on it on Twitter or whatever, and I thought that was interesting.
What were the ratings? Have we seen some numbers?
I don't know. I thought it was a good back and forth. Like they didn't cut each other off. They wouldn't talk over each other.
No, they were asleep.
Well, Biden basically gave back, after every answer. You have 82 seconds left.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, you have 67 seconds left.
And this guy spent a week preparing, 6 days at Camp David with 1,000 people, and that's what he got.
He came here?
and that's what scares me is that all these people that were saying sharpest attack behind closed doors, they knew that this was coming at some point. That's why he doesn't do big news conferences. That's why he doesn't do like long sit-down interviews with a non-friendly. They knew this was coming. That's why I didn't understand the shock.
That's what
that
I mean.
saw on CNN.
The shock by everybody. I mean,
He hadn't had a night like this.
yeah, but like you saw this, you pretty much saw this coming. I mean,
But hold on.
the bar
hold
was
on.
low.
Agreed. But a lot of people said this was going to happen at the State of the Union this year. This was going to happen at the State of the Union last year. This was said for a year and a half. This was just a Titanic collapse.
Yeah.
And it
was
honestly
a Titan
needed
submarine.
It was the submersible. It needed to happen, honestly. Like you needed to get rid of the ambiguity. and just say it's over.
Which is why they scheduled it so early, so now they can react one way or the other. Although, from what I read, it's possible to get him out, but he would have to sign on with giving away his delegates, if that's the plan. But to watch CNN, Charlie, last night, because I was curious their reaction, and to watch CNN, and they were like already talking about Plan B. Van Jones said we need to find another path, like that.
Didn't everybody?
Yeah,
I mean,
but my
anyone
point is,
with a brain
CNN
thought that
had just
within 1 minute.
CNN had just been talking about when we see him led off by the wrist by Obama, that's fake video or whatever. I kind of knew this would happen at some point. I was surprised that people were shocked by it.
Well, it's never been this bad. Nothing in the last 3.5 years has been this bad.
He's never
this was
he's never
awful.
been exposed like
He's
this.
done State of the Unions.
I mean,
he sat down. I know Howard Stern. I mean, he sat down for 75 minutes with Howard Stern. What, a month ago?
Yeah, that was.
This was horrible.
Jackie Robinson.
And by the way, it started within the first minute. True story.
Yeah.
My wife fell on the floor and put a blanket over her head and was hiding under the table.
I know.
Because it was so cringeworthy as a human being.
Yeah.
Like, it was one of those things where you had to cover your face and almost do fetal position.
It was hard to watch.
Because you felt so bad for what was happening.
What was I doing last night?
Well, then I flipped on Bally, and then that
You
was
missed out.
even worse. So I had to go back to the debate after turning Bally on. It was couldn't hide.
I like how they started right off the bat, though. Like, they turn it on, and all of a sudden they walk up, boom, ready to go.
Yeah.
You know what my favorite part, though, was? Because it's something probably...
Sounds like it should have been your wife
The
diving
golf-
for safety under the table.
The golf part.
Well, that was great. But that was an obvious one. As a person who's worked in local TV my whole life
A local
and had
television
to
legend.
deal with awkward, the camera's not right, they don't take the black, they don't take the commercial. The best part was after the most awkward debate ever, CNN hung on the two-shot at the end for like 19 seconds. The commercial didn't run. They didn't go to the post-game show. And it was just like it was a Curb Your Enthusiasm. You didn't see that?
No.
Like it had to be 20 seconds that they hung on the last shot. Everybody was like, Trump is like, do I walk off? What's going on? I'm still on camera.
Do you think that maybe I could get this to the Curb Your Enthusiasm track? Because
I'm
that might
surprised
convince me to watch it.
Somebody
Otherwise,
hasn't done that.
I'm out
Charlie,
completely.
Somebody has, for
what's
sure.
going to happen? What are they going to do? What, in your opinion, you and Eric are talking today. What are you thinking?
I mean, he has to step down. If he doesn't, they have no chance of winning. And not just him, everyone else will lose on the Democrat side. Not everyone, but I mean, like, there will be down ballot, huge repercussions. He has no chance. He has zero chance of winning. You could make the argument before last night that he was still their best chance. You can no longer make that argument. His betting odds dropped by like 16% in 1 hour.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Now Gavin Newsom's odds are half of Biden's.
Well, do you think he will step down?
He has to.
What are the Trump
There will be
odds
so
right
much
now?
pressure.
Really? That.
Dig in on
Yes,
that.
because there will be so much pressure. There will be so much pressure from everyone.
And will he go along with the plan of, because he has to release his delegates if he steps down so they can pick someone. Otherwise, it's Kamala.
Well, he's not going to I'm going to take my delegates with me.
No, but he could just say, I'm stepping down,
To the
and then it's
grave.
Kamala's. Like, he has to agree to release his delegates.
I don't know how that all works, to be honest with you. I'd have to look that up. I'm just saying the pressure is going to mount to a point where there's going to be a lot of pressure.
Were you
A
like
lot.
when you first
Like,
started?
you're going to
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
It's not,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
do you
yeah,
want to do this? It's going to become, Joe, you're going to do
But
this.
will Jill Biden let them do that to him? Because she was pretty hyped up
she
last
thinks
night.
that he did a dang good job.
She liked it.
You answered all the questions. That was bad.
She helped him off the stage.
Instead of saying, let's hear it for Joe, she looked at him and said, you did great. You answered all the questions. That was bad.
What was hilarious to me, though, is people were trying to analyze it like it was normal.
Like it was a debate.
But hold on a second, because Trump lied. No. Nothing else matters at all.
Nothing else
By the
matters.
way, I didn't even really pay attention to anything that was said.
no, you couldn't.
After within 5 minutes, Joe Biden rebooted live on stage or short-circuited. Nothing else mattered. I didn't pay attention to anything that was said the rest of the debate.
It kind of looked like
I couldn't stop staring at him.
From what I can tell of these clips that just keep finding me, it kind of looks like halfway through a RoboCop movie when he's really went through it, and they've got to put them back together to try to win. But it ain't happening this time. The evil corporate overlord is going to win this time. This movie ain't going to turn itself back.
Biden said, I'm the only president who never lost a soldier on his watch. I mean, he lost, 13 right off the bat.
St. Louis kid.
It's unbelievable.
Let me ask can I ask a question though about just this entire thing? So we all know that
Yeah, you can.
Biden's basically become an avocado you left out on the counter overnight. I mean, are we happily voting for the other side though? Like, is it like 100% behind it, or does everybody, like I said, it looked like to me last night, be like, we're screwed no matter what happens?
This is the way I look at it, because I'm not a Trumper. I would have voted for any other Republican. Any other Republican. I'm anti-Biden. And based on the fact that I think he's weak, he signaled weakness in Afghanistan, we have 2 hot wars now. There's going to be more if he's reelected, in my opinion, because other strength matters to the rest of the world, and they see
They're
this.
mocking him.
So who is actually the best option to run America?
A triathlete.
There he
RFK
is.
Jr. But he won't win.
Joe Pesci.
Arnold. The Rock. Bronny.
Well, LeBron James was a more effective leader yesterday than anybody that was on CNN.
He got stuff done. I know that.
Did.
He got his boy a job as coach. He got his son a job in the NBA.
LLJ, Cool J.
Keep those
But,
coming.
Kat, you know what would be the test of this is if they do replace him with, like, somebody on the Democrat side, somebody decent. Would you
LeBron
vote for that
James.
guy over Trump?
I will not vote for Gavin Newsom.
Okay. He's not somebody decent.
Gretchen Whitmer.
I would not vote for her.
Governor Christie says he was only at the beach for 40 minutes before getting back to work on the budget.
Matt Whitener.
I'll vote for
I'll
Matt
vote for
Whitener.
him.
Let's go,
Yeah,
baby.
dang right.
I've got 2.5 people in this room. Let's
my
go.
God.
Cam, you're not going to do it.
Are we going to
No,
bring
I'm
that back?
on your side. Man, oh, man.
All right, I'm going to run for president of the eastern section of University City today. I think I
died
might
like
be
a
able to carry
dog.
that, and we'll build from there.
I actually did a video about 2 months ago with Eric. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I literally predicted this exact thing happening. That if Biden
I would give
has a
myself
terrible,
an A+.
I don't have headphones, so I can't hear those.
You're good.
If Biden has a terrible night, which he did, even worse than I ever expected, all of a sudden you have a nice break for July 4th. Everybody gets together for the Biden family barbecue, and you do the July 4th Independence Day announcement for America.
He's
stepping
stepping
down.
down. Yeah. That could
It has to happen.
I said they were going to do it at the convention. I've been saying that for, a year and a half. Someone texted in Joe Manchin. Would I vote for Joe Manchin over Trump if he were a legitimate Probably.
Masks make
like
a big
Joe.
difference.
Man. Yeah, that was from the get-go. Were you watching it, Charlie? Like,
Name me one.
I have to tweet out so much. There's so much going through my head right now. You're looking every time he does something. You just kept tweeting. Like, that's what I felt like everybody was doing. I mean, it was nonstop funny crap.
I think Grimace should run. He's having a big month.
Grimace, he is having a big month. Where'd that come from?
Grimace should run.
How you doing, bud?
What's up, brother?
How you doing? What's going on?
I don't know what's happening right
I don't
now.
know. There's a guy out there.
No, I think he's running for president. I think he's saying, hey, over me,
I'll
over
do
here.
it. I'll take the job, he said.
Oh.
Maybe he's the new owner. He better be nice.
Maybe that is the new.
Yeah, is he saying he's buying this place? Is he buying this place? I love you guys. I laughed with you daily, and this sucks. I look forward to hearing you in the future. Please remind us of the names of your other endeavors so we can still hear you, i.e. podcast names, etc. Gina, the social girl.
Some ass.
Who's that?
Betty White at WWE.
Betty
Oh,
White
yeah.
at WWE.
She had a good run.
She could win.
She had a good run.
Maybe they should have just thrown Vince McMahon up there last night just to really get it spicy.
He ain't looking good
He ain't
either.
doing too good either.
No, he's looking like Biden. You
Nobody in the WNBA got COVID.
Was that Charlie?
know? That was
No.
Charlie, I wasn't watching live. What was the oh my god moment? Because I was reading your tweets as I'm driving
yeah. The
home.
oh my God one. Yeah.
What was that?
Right
You
off
don't
the
even
bat.
know what
Where are
your
all
Twitter
the
because you're
I
live
think
tweeting.
I think it's
And
when
you just wrote oh my god.
right
I'm
off
like,
the
all right,
bat.
what happened?
I
Why
think it's when
texted you.
Jess dived under the table. Apparently,
Well, I'm pretty sure it was the same for everyone. It was essentially his first sentence
Yeah.
where he literally, you thought it was going to be Mitch McConnell. It almost got there. He was able to, what was he talking about? I don't even remember.
I gotta watch.
Couldn't understand
Is
him.
it the one with Medicare at the end?
I mean,
Where he-
it's not is it the one? It was right off the bat. Everyone on Earth was like, this is crazy.
I wasn't watching off the jump, but there was a 20-second clip that landed on Twitter where at the end of it he said he beat Medicare or something. And, like,
that was the one where Trump
I assumed
answered.
that was it.
I don't know what he just said there. I don't think he does either.
It's just you're old.
God,
I thought that was later.
That was late.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That's not the one you're talking about.
There's a couple bad ones.
Well, Brennan, I can't even tell you what he was talking about because no one knows what he was talking about.
Do you think Jill's like, we got to stop this?
She better now.
Like she probably should have done this a while back. But I mean, like, that's your husband. Like, don't you guys you got money? You're okay. Just go chill.
And go out with at least a little more dignity.
Yeah, some dignity.
It would be dignified.
A lot was lost
If he did the
last
July
night.
4th thing,
Yeah.
it would be dignified enough.
He has to now.
Oh my God, was that Fergie?
Fergie, I think. He's
Jesus
just emptying the
Christ.
chamber today.
Who do you think is your best chance? The Democrats. Like,
Gretchen Whitmer, by far.
well, I think Michelle Obama, but that probably won't
Nah,
happen.
she ain't taking the pay
That
cut.
would be.
But
that-
Gretchen Whitmer, I mean, the governor of Michigan, when you need Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin.
It's
If they
really
actually
those
went
three.
Whitmer Shapiro, they'd win. Governor of Pennsylvania, governor of Michigan.
Man.
I don't think you can. I think also cutting Kamala out will have repercussions
Who cares, though?
politically.
I mean, no one really cares about that. All due respect. Kamala's, she's okay.
He looked right at Maddie. He looked right at Maddie. Looked right
She's
at
had her
Maddie.
chance. Hey, she's had 4 years to be popular.
Wait a minute.
That was blatant.
I'm sorry. My fault. Wait a minute.
But everybody's saying you can't
Damn it.
switch out a black woman. It's got to be a no.
Yeah.
At this point,
As
it's
a-
about winning.
Excuse me.
It's about winning.
Bottom line,
You okay,
Dave,
Matt?
As a black man who has on occasion switched out black women, you can get over it. You can come back. It's all right.
That's
you
my
can make
point.
It. We're gonna go out. Let's
I've
go
never
out,
swam
boys.
with Matt
the dude
Whitener from Pennsylvania. The with the sweats and the
I've never
hoodies
swam
and-
with Matt Whitener.
Better.
No, Charlie's never swam
starting
with
to
me.
starting to make a
Charlie's
comeback.
had some doozies on there about you. I never swam with Maddie Whitener. What's the other one? I do have black friends or something like that. We got a bunch.
I
We're
like black.
Cole is just over here.
Cole,
Just,
just
hey, it's
do
my
it.
last hour.
Just do it.
I
man.
had black friends.
You had them.
You still have one.
I don't think
Hey,
he's
Matt?
a flaming liberal.
Mo Drummond, Rennie.
Are you naming your black friend?
Get away from Fox 2.
Who else? Wesley Bell. He's on TV right now.
Your dad called in and had it was really nice.
played high school basketball.
That's
There it
number
is. Had
one.
to play that
That's number one. No matter what, that's number one.
Somebody give
That's
Charlie a
number
headset. He needs to
Your
participate.
your
in
dad might have been the best call.
That was
I
really,
appreciate-
really
he's-
nice.
Today?
He is a
Oh,
It was really nice, dude.
he is a good man and an articulate one. Maybe he'll run.
All right, I'll vote for him.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
He can carry Nevada.
I want to go gamble out there too.
Yeah, you can do it right here.
Juneteenth, baby. That's a good one. That's
Yeah.
a good one. That's a good one. Not number one. Charlie's is number one.
Janie Mae, I've been watching you.
Oh, God.
What about the one where I say I listened to Tucker Carlson so I'd know what to say? Or
Kate and her hot friends show up.
No, Charlie doesn't have headphones on, so he can't hear.
I think that's a
And
good
a solo, what's it called? Solo home run?
Inside the park.
Inside the park home run.
How
I think right now. I think right now.
I'm a stupid person. That
Cole,
was dumb.
Cole has the drug cocktail right now, the opposite of what Biden had last night.
He does, man.
He has all the energy.
So we're
Do you,
agreeing.
do you think that Trump or Biden took some sort of extra medication for last night?
Not really.
Because people say that about Trump, that he's on.
I mean, I don't think it's illegal stuff. I mean, dude, when I'm 80, I'm going to take everything on the table.
Yeah,
to
at that
stay
point,
alive.
go for it, baby.
Right?
It's
Wouldn't
sad
you?
that we're saying stay alive, though, and we're talking about the guys that are going to run the show. One of them.
Okay, but let's be real. Donald Trump is old, but when you look at what's the people that do your actual age versus your health age, you know what I'm saying? Like a 50-year-old can actually be 35.
Yeah, I'm 4 years older.
I
than
think I'm older, too.
Okay, but Biden is an 82-year-old, 95-year-old, and Trump is what, a 78-year-old, 70-year-old.
Yeah.
You know?
all right.
So Biden looks at least, 10, 15 years older than Trump? 10? I don't know, whatever.
The
Wow.
XFL's a joke. Oh, Jimmy. Maddie, I'm sorry, because I know your boy with the XFL hooked us
No,
up with
the UFL.
Okay, yes.
You don't even know the
league.
league. You're awful.
I'm off today. That's the XFL.
No, you're off. No,
I was cheering the XFL, not the UFL.
You're off on Monday.
You'll get him. You'll get him Monday.
I'm off on
You'll
Monday.
have a good show
I'm
Monday.
I don't know if you were here for this, but I'm going to throw it out to the dais too, because it's almost like we used to talk about STL City a lot, even though we didn't understand some of it or watch the game because I'm not paying for another channel.
No.
Now we don't even talk about it.
St. Louis City SC.
Who cares?
Has it lost some
I think
of its
that's
mojo?
more of a us thing than everybody else thing, because the games are still quite an experience.
An experience.
They
But
kind of stink now. Is
No,
that
but do fans?
what it is too?
not good.
What happened? I mean, we don't have the angry. They're cheap choker fans for STL City yet.
It's
Don't see any of it.
no, that's not there yet. But I think it's also because the Cardinals are treading water. There's a little bit more interference to run this year. Last year was, yeah. Well, it's
It's Wayno.
it's only June.
Yeah,
I'm an inspiration to Charlie.
that's right.
I am an inspiration.
You are.
Do you still feel that way, Charlie? Do you feel inspired by Jim still?
Inspired by Jim. Probably not in the way he thinks.
I think in a good way.
I was on. You two had some funny moments. You guys had some doozies.
We all did.
You guys had some doozies though, and people
That was
were
a
chiming
deflection.
in. You guys had some doozies.
Yeah,
I
Well,
mean,
didn't we all?
we all did, but you
Yeah, but
guys
mostly you and
especially.
me.
We want to talk about
Oh,
this.
I would
Especially
think,
you
no,
and Jim.
I would think it's actually more Nate and I.
Oh man,
So the colonoscopy was yesterday morning.
you had some doozies, big time.
Are you guys not?
You know what's the funniest part?
Ideology
Unbelievable.
aligned.
You know what's the funniest part of the Nate thing is Nate should call in. Did he call in?
No,
he won't even show up when he's supposed to show up.
The funniest thing about the day that really blew up is that was all
my
a
God.
misunderstanding. You know that?
really.
The reason this is true story. The reason Nate got mad is the following or the previous week. If you remember, there was a day where Cam and Kat were both going to be out on a day, right? And then during the show, so we're like, hey, it's going to be me. Are we going to get Maddie? Are we going to get
Oh, I remember.
Nate? Whatever. Seth's here. And then so Nate says,
You'll run it.
Nate says on air, he goes, no, I talked with Jim Hewer, and they said we're going to do a best of. And Nate made a joke like, not enough heavy hitters on the show. And so obviously that's a shot at me, which is fine. But then I deflect and go, oh, it must be because they don't trust Seth and Nate to really. Clearly, the shot was at me.
So you're just
where it
playing
should have
along.
been.
Yeah.
I was just jokingly throwing the shot back, and I think he took it seriously.
Really?
Yes.
And that started it.
Well, no, that was the previous week, and I think that boiled into the following. If Nate's listening, call in. I'm pretty sure
But what-
that's why he was
He's
mad.
not.
He's not. But what were you guys arguing about when he walked out?
I have no clue.
Oh, he walked out during a show.
We don't have to get into all that.
Oh, we already did. We already
There's
talked
no
about all this.
archive of this.
But what-
it's going to be gone.
I know.
that's
what does it
actually
matter?
that's actually not true.
Oh, yeah?
At all.
Tell me
because
more.
it's on YouTube.
No, that's
Sir
all.
Nathaniel,
on
let's say
podcast.
you, brother.
Yeah, who gets to put
Who
this on
cares?
YouTube? What do we do? Me
Maybe
and Charlie.
somebody's trying to
We'll be
get the podcast.
Maybe. No, so I guess, yeah, the podcast version, those RSS feeds will stay because people were asking earlier in the show, like,
What's going to happen?
can I still listen back?
Somebody wants to start back over at the beginning on Monday
They
and
do.
just listen through the entire run.
I like
There you
watching women's softball, man.
Oh, what a lie. I'm a liar.
You're a liar.
I know.
Are you ready to confess your sins now here in the 0 hour of Hot Take Central?
Hockman is a virtue signaling hack.
Well, that's not nice.
See-
Why would you say that?
Well,
Wow.
I read the text line.
Oh.
You know.
Still, you said it.
But
I
it's
did
in,
say it.
still you
I
said
didn't
voice.
say it.
I like Hoxie.
You don't have to read them all.
Some of the
you know?
some
I
of the
do.
wars on journalism here have been some of my favorite conversations we've had. I still think that there's a little bit of a who was on the grassy knoll that drove by Schaeffer and shot him. That might have been Nate.
Ligma
no.
Balls series.
That was Brad.
Brad.
That was clearly after what he said.
Brad opened up today, too.
He didn't mean to either. He didn't want to tell that story.
Dude, Charlie had a guy come in, and I had to do a therapy session on the show for an hour and a half.
That was pretty good.
With Charlie's guy. Charlie sat back in the corner and hid. yeah, I remember that.
I did not hide at all.
No, you
I had
kind of
no,
did.
no,
No. I tried to kick it to you, and you go,
no,
"Bleh, bleh, bleh."
no.
Mike doesn't work.
Nope. I've done a lot of interviews. I had no chance to get in there. Zero. I had zero
He was
runway
staring into my soul.
to ever jump in that conversation.
You
that
were
was
gone.
Who was
the body
this?
was turned right to you.
Kind
I
of like
wasn't
the
even in
cat
the room.
to me now.
He,
You're looking into his soul.
he was looking at me like this. And I'm like, yeah, and I'm going and I'm thinking,
Did you ask him if he wanted to walk through hell?
Charlie
on, though.
invited you.
Hold on. First of all you guys, everybody in the room got a $50 gift card to Outback. So everybody needs to shut
I
up
gotta
right
go to
now.
St.
It
Charles
was
to
worth
go there.
it. I used that the following weekend. We all got
Who
a
was
$50
this
gift
guy,
card.
though?
Was it from the Hadley
Our
stash?
guy Charles D'Angelo.
You want to walk with me in hell?
Talks too a lot.
Oh, okay.
I've never used any of the gift cards that I've gotten through this show, and it's because I'm an idiot.
I know. I
They're
should.
all stacked up there.
I didn't use any baseball tickets or anything. Anything. What were you saying, Cole?
He didn't have a mic.
I said hello. I used Charlie's Jimmy John's one.
Well, somebody's saying, hey, you guys come up to Alvin Oak, I'll buy you all burgers at 4 o'clock. And I'm thinking, we got like 20 dudes in here, man. That's going to cost you out the ass, 314.
No, I'll be there.
time
though.
was that?
I'll be
Yeah,
there.
go.
I'll be there. Don't worry.
Cole will be there.
I'll tell my wife to meet me at the comedy show. I got to stop by Alvin Oak first.
Cam, could I call in or at least let you guys know I love you? Seriously, I got your back. Sure, call in, man.
He's got a one-eyed cat. He wants me to adopt it. I can't do that. I like two-eyed cats.
That's right.
Like the phone lines.
I don't like
You
one-eyed
sound like
cats.
Trump there. You sound like Trump.
I know. As long as I don't sound like Biden. My God. Play the Charlie cockpit drop now. Some Holloway.
Please.
I mean,
A please would be polite.
yeah. That's still, though, the number one is the high school basketball. That was that has got to be number one.
Comes from cock, of course.
You just,
I had full-blown COVID at that point.
The full-blown one.
yeah, you did.
And I went,
Enter a new era of color and brilliance with Vizio's Quantum Pro 4K QLED Smart TV. With over a billion hues of vibrant color, plus wide viewing angle and anti-glare film, it delivers perfect clear picture no matter where you're sitting. It even comes with over 300 free TV channels and thousands of on-demand titles with Vizio Watch Free Plus. And of course, all your favorite apps are built in, so you can start blasting your favorite music, radio, and podcasts from iHeartRadio straight out the box. Head to Walmart.com to find the Vizio Quantum Pro today.
Who's fueled by your Circle K? Road trippers, camp counselors, and tasty food truck sandwich makers. Flower shop owners, trusty landscapers, and really cool ice cream truck drivers. The people we rely on every day are fueled by Circle K.
and I went to Vegas with it
Yeah.
for my brother's bachelor.
You gave me COVID. I gave you COVID. Jimmy gave us COVID.
You
COVID,
gave me
COVID,
first.
COVID. Andy gave me
the
COVID
previous
the first
year.
one.
It's like a match made in heaven if we've ever seen one.
Then I did something with him about the seltzers, and I hung out with him that night, and I got COVID from Andy.
To be fair, though, that COVID was when COVID didn't really matter anymore.
Yeah.
That was 2021 summer COVID.
Top of the afternoon to you, Andy.
John, God almighty. Oh, let's see here. Get him in. I mean, there's
There's two people on the earth right now that I would let marry my daughter. Arenado, Jackson Holiday. She's 11.
Arenado.
It's a bad one.
But that cockpit drop was from Tim Jenkerson's spot at St. Louis Equipment, and that was right during the NASCAR race when every single person in the media center in June for the NASCAR race, every single person had COVID. Every person in that media center was coughing for the entire weekend.
Jim had it before anybody because he
I
came
think
back
I was
on the plane.
patient zero.
Yeah, you were early state. Yeah, you got it really
the winter
early.
meeting.
I think you still have it.
Yeah.
I do have
No,
long
something
COVID.
going on.
No. Seriously, like that, no, it
I
lasted
got
a long
long
time.
COVID.
Yeah.
I went to the doctor, got checked out. They said you have chronic bronchitis, which is what they told me when I had my first COVID. And they said, here's some medicine. Got a little better. Coughs back. But then again, I'm getting 4 hours sleep a night, so that probably.
Well,
Yeah, you know.
What's the background on I played high school basketball drop?
Boy, we're digging up everything.
Well, we were trying to pit everybody against each other as far as who's a better athlete.
No, that's a heavy we. Heavy
It wasn't we.
I tried to pit everybody
we're
against each
all
other.
trying to find the guy who did this.
And I kept telling Charlie that Seth would beat him in a one-on-one.
No, that was not what it was.
Okay, what was it?
I wouldn't care about
Okay,
that.
what was it?
Seth's a really good athlete.
Yeah, yeah.
I just said I think I could beat Seth in basketball. I didn't say definitively I would crush him. You said something else like, and then it became like, hey, could you beat like a 500-pound woman in basketball? I mean, Cam had nothing this entire segment. He had nothing. He had
Did you
no
move
content.
the goalpost? Did you move the goalpost?
Probably. I probably
Did he move him?
I mean,
He moved him every 5 yards. He's
What
like, nope,
I
not
did
there
was
yet. Not there yet.
I got Charlie. I usually don't do it. We usually you
just annoyed me. Okay, but you annoyed me for like 45 minutes.
I got him.
Any human being in any setting at that point.
I had to do what I had to do to get that out of you.
No.
And I did my
you know
job.
what?
And now we have the best drop going.
Honestly, This was a lot what the segment was actually like right here. This is
Just
this
let
was
them
it.
go.
I mean, we just got him, It's all good. Hey, man, you made history.
I made history.
Yes, you did.
I need to monetize that.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Oh, man. Keep them coming. 855
Charlie would have beaten Seth, by the way, if they played 101.
Yeah.
Charlie would have beaten
I agree with that.
Well, I think that, but like with Cole, I didn't say I would definitively beat Cole in basketball. Very good chance he'd beat me. But
Yeah,
you
that'd
also
be
have to
interesting.
you also have to have confidence.
Hey Cole, so do we close the circle on this story? How are things going with your memorial that you didn't know the guy date?
Good call.
Texted a little bit.
Oh no,
It's probably not going to be a long-term thing.
oh no, kind of like the show.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Oh, God.
I'll fall on the sword. It's not a story that makes me look good, but I'll say because it's somewhat funny. I don't know, depending on how you look at it.
no, I think it's hilarious.
So it was going in a good direction,
What'd you do?
and then I asked her out, and then she said, "Look, I'm India, but I'm not really sure if I'm ready to date because I just found out last week that the guy that I was dating for a year and a half was dating 2 other girls at the same time."
Oh, no.
Yeah. And so I'm like, oh. So we had this
See
great.
ya.
We,
See ya.
We really hit it off. She gave me her phone number, and she seemed really into it until I actually, did the thing and was like, hey, let's go out sometime. She's like, well, just like a week and a half ago, I found out that my boyfriend of a year and a half had 2 other girlfriends. And I'm like, oh. So that was.
Well, don't you?
You're like,
do
but
you
I
think
don't.
that she'd be like,
So-
well, I want to hang out with you now?
Wait, was he triple fisting?
Wow.
I guess.
Oh, I'm
so it
stunned.
kind of it left off on an awkward note
That's
of like.
awkward.
So does that mean like?
The whole thing's
You still
over.
dating?
Does that mean yeah? Does that mean that you were in a relationship as of this week?
And you gave your number out too? So if she's doing that in a
I don't
relationship,
know. No.
just remember that. You know what I mean?
But
it's like a girl cheats on her boyfriend with you, and she wants to get hooked up. Now you want to start dating. You're like, well, she's a cheater.
She said she found out. So this dinner was on a Sunday. She said she found out on Monday, so 6 days ago, that this happened. I don't necessarily think that means that they were still dating actively as of that Monday. I think she just found out on Monday. But at the time that I received the information that, hey, we got a dinner coming up, you should be there, there's a girl there, maybe you hit it off, whatever. I got that information prior to that Monday. So there is a scenario where I was invited to go hit on a woman who was not single. In fact, was
That
one
sucks.
of 3 girlfriends with this one dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on.
You were about to join a coven.
I got
walk away. Walk
bamboozled.
Yeah. Well, you know
Walk away.
she's going to do that to him. She's going to do that to you.
Walk away.
What would Seinfeld say?
No. He did that to her.
No. But she still gave her number out before she found out that he was cheating on her.
No, but she
No,
could have
no,
been broken
no.
up with him and then found out old information.
And this is going to cost you like a
That's what
5th
I
round draft
thought.
pick,
I
Cole.
think-
You better be careful.
I think Brendan's correct. Absolutely.
Okay.
I think Brendan's correct on this one. I think they were previously dating. It didn't work out, and then she found out after
why.
the fact. And then she's like, and she's probably feeling horrible about herself, thinking like, how could I not know this for a year and a half? But so it kind of left on an awkward note because she was like, I'm India, but I'm not sure that I'm ready. It's like, so where do we go from here? And there was kind of no solution.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
So I don't know.
On to the next.
I guess.
On to the next. It is what it is.
Why would you even, if there's some sort of issue or there's a little weirdness about it, just walk away?
Yeah, I did. I said,
You got no investment in it, walk away.
yeah, and I did. I was like, hey, I'll give you your space, no problem whatsoever. But I don't know if that means like I should expect, or I probably not expect, but
Just don't even. It's over.
It's
over.
On to the next.
if she comes back around, then okay.
Fine, but don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Don't expect
Actually,
it.
you should have said, that's fine, because I have 2 other girlfriends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you probably don't want to get involved.
Or my girlfriend did it to me. She's
And then-
dating 2 other guys.
And
I'm
then
in the same
I
situation.
may have botched the situation yesterday.
What you should have said is, I'm doing the same thing to 2 other girls right now, so this will feel familiar.
Yeah. Say
She'd have been in.
If that's your thing, then let's go.
I'm the guy for you.
But last night, Tuna has 2 women on his show, unsurprisingly, and one of the women said we were just like getting to know each other because Tuna was like 10 minutes late to his own show, so it was just the 3 of us just talking.
Oh my God! He had the women waiting on him 10 minutes.
He was doing interviews because he said he did a TV interview because of the station.
What channel was that on?
I don't know, but he said
Channel 11.
he said sorry, I was doing a TV interview because everyone's just calling about the station closing. I was a little bit late, and so I'm here talking to his 2 guests, and we're just shooting the breeze, and this woman goes, like, how old are you? Like, what's your story and all that stuff? And I said, I'm 25. She goes, oh, if you're single, I got a 23-year-old daughter. And I was like, and I didn't want to, and she was cool about this too. She understood. She wasn't like put off of this. I'm like, I don't know if I want to know what she looks like because I don't want to like have to be like, oh, your daughter's good looking if she's not. And she's like, she goes, yeah, I know. Like some people, is she actually cute or is she cute to all the moms who are trying to hype her up? So
that means that she's regularly loaning her daughter out. Is what
I
it
guess,
thinks to me.
but I bowed out.
Yeah, that's odd too.
Very bizarre.
So I bowed out because I didn't want to even have the potential of lying to her about her daughter's appearance to her face. So I didn't. I said I'd rather not know.
Why'd you say, well, what's her name? And then maybe you can just look her up on.
Maybe.
On
But here's why I botched it.
What's her social security number?
Yeah, exactly.
Where does she live?
Here's why I botched this. Because this woman was 58 years old and aged very well. So if the daughter was even close,
who was it?
Would have been fine.
You don't know that. You don't know.
She could look like Dad.
But exactly.
Be careful.
You don't know.
What if Dad's handsome?
It's like if Kate and I had a child.
And I don't know if she lives in Alton, Illinois. So I don't know how far I'd have to drive.
That's
She could have a goiter. You don't know.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
Who are they?
Why were they on the show?
They were talking
By themselves without tuna.
Oh, dude.
Tuna. He was doing an interview with C-SPAN.
Tuna was just sitting here watching them. They were talking to each other.
Oh, God, you were in a weird place.
God.
I was in a weird place because every time they said something that was like 1% sexual, but like actually innocent, but could be determined as sexual, Tuna's over there like making little jokes by himself, and they're like, "What?" And
he met them at Bricktops right before he came here.
That's probably what happened.
You want to
So
be
you
on the
don't
radio?
know what they were there to. They weren't
No, they were mental health experts.
Oh, jeez.
And so
really experts. Or?
yeah, actually, because Dr. Rick
Well, they
goes
were-
on in the 7:00 hour on Thursdays, so he blocked out that the 6:00 hour is going to be mental health before the physical health,
So they
and he was
were-
going to have a health Thursdays. Unsurprisingly, they were two attractive white women.
So they were head doctors.
Yeah.
Two attractive white women. That's great, man. That's funny.
That's the name of my next podcast, actually. Two attractive white women with me.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Here you go, Brett.
She is admitting she is damaged goods and doesn't trust guys now. That's actually good. Danny Boy and the Iowan. Yeah, just play it by ear, dude. It is what it is.
What do you say, Charlie?
What do you think, Charlie?
About this story,
About whatever,
Just
man.
about the life and times
much.
of Cole Bartemes.
I'd kind of checked out.
Yeah.
I'm I'm very interested, all due respect, in what Cole's doing more than anyone else.
Yeah.
Just because everyone else is here and right, they're going to stay and other things and podcasts and radio and whatnot.
said he's staying.
Cole, okay. But if Cole got a radio offer from Columbus or Pittsburgh, you don't think he's going?
He's going.
So I'm just saying, I think Cole's a little more of a jump ball than everyone else.
Charlie, look over here.
I think
Jim is taking a photo right now.
Baby.
I'm open-minded, so whatever comes my way, I got a couple connections at a couple places. Although I don't know, it's not like they have a job just ready and waiting for me or anything like that. But I know a couple people. So Columbus is an option. Austin is an option. Austin is actually. Austin's more of an option than Pittsburgh as far as like connections.
You got
go.
a sports radio connection there?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I know a guy down there, and so
I might cut in on that.
Yeah, he and I stay. Now I'll have to
Take your job.
I'll have to figure it out because
Yeah.
all these leagues are expanding, and I'm thinking that might be a cool place because Austin's one of the 10 biggest markets in the country,
Yeah.
and they don't have any pro teams. I know that Texas functions as a pro
That's
team.
Houston.
What are you talking about?
Is it? Well, Houston's 4.
Houston's 4.
Is Austin up
Austin's a
there?
big
Austin's huge.
Austin's taken off.
It's not top 10. It's like maybe 40, 30.
I thought it was
See,
above
this is
here.
metro area versus
Austin's expensive.
media.
Austin used to be like 50.
We
Austin
need more
used
mics.
to be like 50 is what. Yeah, for Monday's show, we're gonna get a couple extra.
Hey, Dave,
mics.
can you bring some more mics in
No,
here
enough
for the last
of Cole.
15
I
minutes?
want to hear more Charlie.
I'll just fact check Cole.
35 is what I'm
35?
seeing. So
Yeah.
I was wrong.
And it used to be 50 though. So in 20 years,
It's not
it's
that
jumped 15 markets.
Yeah.
I just
pretty
took a
good.
nice picture for the last day, and it's nice because your thumbs up, which was a nice sentiment, is right over Brad's face.
Put her through. What's up, girl?
Hey guys, I had to call in on this monument this day, right?
Yeah, it's a sad one, We weren't somber
It's
today.
Very sad. I had a whole note written out of stuff that I wanted to say when I called, but I knew I wouldn't be able to get through all of it. or even half of it. So let me just say thanks for being such an entertaining 3 hours for the last 2.5 years. You know, the first time I heard you guys, I was looking for an alternative to my morning listening time. And I tuned in on this cold day when I was out with my dog. And I was like, oh, Cam Janssen, I've heard him on podcasts. Oh, this guy's crazy. But I really liked Kat, and then I knew Charlie, so I tuned in to listen. And you guys hooked me from day one. I mean, it was just a great blend of a little bit of sports and a whole lot of everything else. And nothing was off the table. You guys, took on everything, and it was always in an entertaining, fun way. And a lot of things, a lot of views, I agreed with what you guys were saying, but even things that I didn't, you guys really had a good way of making me see it from a different perspective, and I learned a lot of things along the way. And that's what you hope a talk radio show or any kind of talk show should be. And you guys were that, and it was awesome. And I'm really sad that it's no more. It sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. But we'll see what happens here. This happens a lot throughout radio, and sometimes we'll all connect back up. And
Sharon, do you have any parting thoughts for Adam Wainwright before we depart the airways?
Oh God, just go away, please, Maddie. Don't ruin this nice moment. Oh God, no. Anyway, no, it's all fine. He's just, he's taking advantage of his opportunity that's in front of him. I can't blame anybody for that. That's for sure.
You blocked Sharon over nothing, you sissy. Yes, I stuck up for you.
Brenden, I'm so glad we are now Twitter BFFs.
Yeah, we are.
That is so great. And Charlie, my impression of you was completely different before and now you're hilarious. Last night, oh my God, my husband is like, will you pay attention to what's being said in the debate and stop looking at what Charlie Marlow is tweeting? Because you were the only thing that was keeping me sane in the midst of all the insanity. God, it was hilarious.
So she liked your tweets,
Well, we
Charlie.
love you,
That's
Sharon. I can't really hear you, but I can hear you through Cam's headphones. But we love you.
I don't know why. Anyway, but, I'm going to follow all you guys closely and see what happens in here. I know you all do great things, Cole, and I know you'll be great, and I hope you stay in St. Louis, even though you hate the Cardinals and everything about St. Louis, but I hope you stay. And Kat, I'm rooting for you as well, of course. I love you on the Cardinal broadcast and everything that you do.
Thank you.
And Cam, I'm so glad I got to know you. And anyway, and Charlie, I wish you all the best in your YouTube stuff and everything with that as well. I'm going to follow all you guys, and hopefully you'll all come together at some point and do something similar to this again. And thanks for welcoming a woman in a male-dominated arena.
Well, we love women.
You welcomed me from day one, and I really appreciated that. And you put up with all my sassiness and all my snark and all my self-aggrandizement, as Cole likes to always say.
That's true.
But at any rate, that's all I got to say.
Well, we appreciate it.
You guys, best luck, and I really, really am sad to hear that you're leaving.
Appreciate it, Sharon.
But, one door closes and another opens, right?
That's right. We'll be around. You'll be able to listen, and we'll touch base. Thanks again, Sharon.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
See you guys.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. What do you call Cole with two Sharon's friends? A coal train. I shouldn't have read that. Oh, yeah.
What happened with that?
What made the drop was you at the end realizing that was probably kind of bad.
Oh, man. Seth is walking around like the final boss today.
Yes,
Zober's
sir.
paid $450.
Yes,
put
sir.
another
He
$400.
is. He won.
He won. Seth won. In the end. You know what I mean? It's a tortoise in the hare. Cole came in hot and heavy. Well, and Seth had to get knocked around a little bit, but boy, oh boy, he lasted till the end.
A lot of us could be maybe working with Seth again.
I know. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Seth's now the program director of 550.
He's the program director?
I'm joking, but he's over there.
Okay. I was like, wow.
Jimmy's
He really did win.
Jimmy? Oh, that's great.
He's now the executive director at Bally's. So
Listen, we had a finance director at 590 The Fan by the name of John Hadley, so anything's possible.
And finances were going well.
Yes.
They were going well.
Well,
for some people.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Keep them coming. They're coming in. It's been fun listening to you guys. You guys always bring me entertainment on my morning. It's been fun. I'm definitely going to miss all of you. That's your boy right there. Gosh almighty. And Frankie, is Frankie in today?
Frank just walked in. He did? He's right there.
There he
I can
is.
see him.
Look at all that food, Frankie.
Frank's
you got
wearing
more?
a Biden 2024 shirt?
He's Frankie. Wow. What do you got there? What do you got there? What do you got there?
Went to my basement.
Oh, nice.
And this
What is that?
is all of my cassette tapes.
Oh, my
Over the
goodness.
30 years that my dad would record and give them to my mom to listen.
Wow.
And some of these names, Bill Wilkerson, Sparky Anderson, Tommy Lasorda.
Ooh. That's cool.
Yeah, my dad used to record it every day for my mom.
That's awesome.
Love it.
What a wild day.
It is a wild day, man. Wild night last night, too.
I gotta tell you, the first person I started to look at Twitter, I wonder if Charlie's thrown in the flag. And you did right away, which I admire.
Yes, exactly.
Hold on, though. This is, again, because no one actually listens. I've said for like 6 months I'm not voting for Joe Biden. For 6 months.
6 months?
We didn't buy it.
No.
Why? I actually don't lie on the radio.
Can you clip that off and play it back with
I have no one.
Play that back on our next show.
Yeah.
I have no one above me that cares what I say. Why would I lie?
So funny, man. Oh, yeah. That was funny.
When did I tell you it was going to happen at the beginning of the show?
I know. No, I just, frankly.
Yeah, we got to 8. We managed to get 8 in here.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, Putin chiming in.
Is he there? Sure, he was interested.
He said he's not going to miss us, but he's like Putin. He says America's still better than Canada. Okay, that's fine. I'll
But
give
the
you
guy's
that.
not going to miss us?
No.
So he texted in to say he's not going to miss the show. Was that serious?
No, because he texts in every damn day. So
All right.
Let's see. I'm going to miss Kat saying awesome 100 times a day.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Almighty. I appreciate all you guys for the laughs and the time y'all let us into the studio. You guys are great and need to start a giant podcast, 314. Interesting.
What,
Well,
on the San Francisco Giants?
remember we're like giving like studio tours.
I've got Logan Webb takes.
Big studio.
And you get, if you pay for this, we'll give you a tour of the studio.
Hey, I'm just saying, I'll do whatever podcast-wise. Any sponsors want to come
dang
aboard,
right. You're dang right.
I'll talk into a microphone from my house.
Haven't been prioritizing low-hanging fruit lately.
Well, I like to do things that make money, so.
Wow.
Wow.
True story, though.
Charlie. No,
First of all,
don't change. That was me.
It was a joke.
Do we want
No.
to check the views on the political podcast?
Poor Brenden. Poor Brenden.
Do you want to?
Get him, Brandon.
Do you want to see that the political podcast now makes more money than the Cardinals podcast? I can show you
How
that.
is that even possible? I look at the views.
Here's why. It's nothing against you. That was a joke.
Well, yeah, it was.
No, the Cardinals. The Cardinals right now are just kind of mediocre.
It's hard to. You don't have to
Brendan,
do the,
you all right, homie?
I don't need the
Brendan,
pat on
you
the
all right?
shoulder.
Brendan,
I'm okay.
you know
It was-
this.
I'm glad it happened.
Brendan, you know this.
Yes.
The second, if the Cardinals are trending towards a playoff berth, which I hope they are, September, October, we'll go balls to the wall. Promise you. I promise you that.
Those were the worst shots I've seen at Brendan since he was downtown a couple
I
years
know
ago.
with the arrow.
Yeah.
I like that.
He hasn't been this upset since he didn't get the lead in Cats.
No, it was
But
Music
Brendan,
Man.
you know this.
It was
Tell me.
Music Man.
Your Cardinals content the last month or so, how is it done compared to the first month of the
It's
season?
actually picked back up this
Okay.
week. But no, it's been down for sure.
By what, 50%?
No, because I actually put work in on it. I don't just post other people's content and then occasionally sit on my patio and say, "Hey guys, 10 minutes Cardinals." I don't know.
Hey, Dave.
Well, when you own an actual profitable business, and then you can pay people like I believe I pay you, and I believe I pay Bernie and Will. Just so you know.
Hey, Dave Zobrist. Dave
This is
Zobrist.
ending exactly like it should.
Dave, we've got a new one. Please don't shut
We
it
got
down.
another one, yeah.
Give us another week.
Damn, man.
Give us another week.
I'll cancel that podcast right now.
That is hilarious.
So it's sounding like the Beatle-esque comeback of this the rooftop podcast isn't going to happen.
Oh, man.
Good morning, everybody.
This ungrateful guy over here. Do you know why he started YouTube? Because I literally sat
told me
next to
to.
him on opening day last year and told him to do it.
He said it-
Ungrateful SOB.
He's right.
This should have
It
been
was
the debate
April
last
of
night.
23. No, what's so funny about this is I've been standing in on Fridays as Charlie has gone lesser in his role here
Oh, no.
for like 5 months or so, but we've never been on the show at the same time.
I
So we would
know.
talk about it.
That's
I'm like,
false.
Have we been here at the
Yes.
same time? Well, it
At
happened
least a couple,
once.
2 times.
It happened, I think, maybe
But
once.
With Charlie Tuna for
we
OJ?
didn't-
Yeah, and so did I say a
Yeah,
word?
but we didn't
No.
get you.
Charlie Tuna was talking about OJ.
We
so
didn't get it
really
everything
get
out
to-
of you.
And so the first moment that we could, we just we had it. That was fun.
Listen, I'm glad the Cardinals are kind of good, but last year they were interesting because they were bad.
Because they were so bad.
Now they're kind of just in the middle, which is
Yeah.
fine.
Whoa, why
But,
do you
hey,
hate Burley?
when the playoffs get going, people are going to be excited.
No, it's hard.
all good.
You're right about the YouTube thing. I mean, they make a little money. Anyway, it's fine.
That's not the point. The Kenny Wallace channel is an absolute monster.
No, it is.
It just makes no sense for me to do anything else but that. That's what it comes down to.
But these you make money off this politics? 178 views?
I'm telling you, the politics is now better than Cardinals.
Is the podcast? Is that because of the podcast feed?
Is there a way we can
No,
bring
it's
them?
because of.
Is there a way we can bring
you
them
want me to be
together?
honest with you? It's because of
He doesn't
RFK.
get it.
It's because of RFK Jr. bots.
He did get 4,000 views on anything RFK gets 18,000 views.
No, look at my one
That's
about.
why that's his
no,
guy now.
Look about my one about Joe Biden pooped his pants.
Okay, I texted you about that.
50,000, baby.
Somebody said he did it last night too.
Cam, there's 2 minutes left in the show.
That
Do
was
you want to break
figurative.
down the Blues draft approach tonight? Or do you?
I got Claude Julian. Man, oh man. Cam, you really helped me through a bad time in my life. Hopefully more people learned how good of a person you are through the time on this show. I've enjoyed getting to know all you as people, some more than others. Just kidding.
10
K-Dub.
games for Cam.
10
games for Cam. 10 games for
20 games for Cam.
Yeah.
20 games for Cam.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Well, gosh almighty, guys. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been fun. But it hadn't been real fun. We all had COVID, Jimbo. No one cares about your hero story. You had it bad.
I don't think I was portraying myself as a hero.
See, sometimes Jimmy thinks that I just said that, but that was a text that I'm reading.
I can tell because you usually kick a word or two when you're reading.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
We're just
Play his drop. Play his drop right now. Play his drop right now. If he was play that. No. The drop. The drop.
Not the music.
The top 3. Oh, man. The gloves are officially off. This is like husband and wife saying their true feelings the night after a divorce papers.
And I'm the husband.
You could would they look if they write it, you should read it.
Top 3.
No, you could. Would they look if they write it, you should read it.
Top 3.
Oh, Cat.
Wow.
I don't think I'd heard that one.
It's damn
good.
good. It's just damn good.
Yabba dabba doo.
It's just
Pretty
damn good, man.
Wow. Don't try to.
Whoa, Cole.
Is it any wonder? Is it any wonder why we failed as a
Yeah,
show?
exactly.
I mean,
I listen to
honestly.
Kim's show all the
talk.
time because it helps me sleep.
Yeah, that was. You didn't even know. You didn't even know you said that. You didn't even know you said that, dude. You listen to Tuna's show to help you fall asleep.
I don't want to talk sports with women.
Good night, everybody.
God Almighty. Well, everybody out there, we love you. You guys were great. You were great, man, and all the love that you've been sending the last 2 days, we really appreciate it. It makes us feel great. Who knows what's going to happen in the next month or whatever the case is, but there's ways to find us. You'll be able to do it. Social media, all that stuff, and YouTube, of course. But we're going to miss all you, and we appreciate everything. All you guys, man. Seriously, I'm talking to you too. All y'all in here, man. Appreciate everything. I had a damn good time with all you guys. Damn good time. Really, really did. I really did. So,
Me too. Love you all.
God. But we are going to party tonight, though, aren't we?
Yes.
All right.
I have a suggestion. The last thing that should be said on this show is the name of the tight end from the Battlehawks. That should be the last thing said. Just say his name.
What is it?
We don't know it. It's not Jake Ferguson. It was the other Jake.
Sutherland.
Sutherland.
Jake Sutherland.